there is this situation bubbling away in hurling whereby Central Council suggested that Fermanagh, Cavan, Louth, Longford and Leitrim not take part in the Alliance League, and the logic being save the maybe 100 grand you might spend on a league campaign where there's often significant travel and costs, and spend that money on hurling development in the various counties. So those various counties don't seem to be overly enamoured with that suggestion.
Yeah, Fermanagh particularly say it would be a travesty to exclude their hurlers from the Alliance League. Central Council will vote on a motion next month that would see Fermanagh, Cavan, Louth, Longford and Leitrim restricted only to the Lorimar Cup. All of those counties have fewer than 5 adult hurling clubs, and it's the CCCC who put forward this intention to use the funds saved from county team preparation to grow the game, notionally at least, in those counties. But Fermanagh say all stakeholders in their county are unanimous in their opposition to the proposal.
We had a few emails in about this, actually, to a slight tangent to make that general topic of hurling, and for such an iconic, beloved, celebrated game, the age-old problem of the gospel not really spreading. And it was very interesting listening to the Longford manager talking to Anthony Daly on the back of all this controversy. And I think we all underestimate just how limited hurling is in so many counties. So you take Longford, one of the counties who are up for the chop here, and he was saying, well, we have 3 hurling clubs. 3. And there's no intermediate scene, there's no junior scene. There's just 3 teams at senior level. And he said, at under 15s, 2 of them have had to amalgamate, so they just play the other crowd. Now, do they play them every week, or do they take a few weeks off? I don't know. But so it's not an exaggeration to say the game in Longford is borderline extinct. And I think we all look at it and get swept away by the Munster Championship and some of the Leinster games, and obviously we get our All-Ireland series and it looks so vibrant and alive. But really, whether it's the GAA's fault or not, there is a sense of neglect in so many areas of the country.
It's everybody's fault, yeah. It's, look, we'll get into it a little bit more later, but I would say just in terms of the extinction point, it's like we can talk about this every couple of years as if it's new, whereas this has been a thing for the entire history of the game, really, or at least in the last 100 years. It's got its pockets, and those pockets are where it thrives and so on. Now, it's hard for clubs in isolation in these counties to keep going. Of course it is. And I don't think things like this make things any easier, and it feels undermining. And here's the other thing as well. You can almost judge the value of these proposals by how the people involved react, because we don't know as much as they do, and they're unanimous in their rejection of it as to how much this would hurt things there. So that's not doing a good job. But neglect is the word, because I suppose the counterpoint to saying that it's not a case of extinction, it's that it's never been anywhere in Longford, is that how could that not have been addressed as the GAA gets wider, as the GAA gets bigger, as the GAA has more money, as the GAA tries to promote its games more? Why is it content in leaving football areas be football and hurling areas be hurling?